What is up YouTube? Welcome back to another Dragon Traveler video, and today we are going to talk about the character that is confirmed to be coming after the two banners. So currently we do have the limited banner in Zagreus, and we also have the featured banner, which the new character, which is also available on the wish list right now, is Vermillion, and we also have three other characters which either previously ran or were available in the game. Now, Turfing as well, available in the wishlist, mostly going to be used for that Illusion Veil team. The other two characters is what most people are probably going for if they don't have them, if they either skipped their banners or even started late with Vivian and Azure Dragon. These two are extremely good supports. But Vermillion and also even Zagreus, they're not going to be characters that most people are going for, even though they're really good in the Elemental Echo team. In fact, Zagreus is extremely good, and then Vermillion you pretty much need to have in the late game to replace your Oberon and also your Siegfried. Then yeah, you're probably going to summon for them, but for the most part, most people aren't going to pull for them if you're not playing that Elemental Echo team. Now, what character is coming next? So you can see it's teased on your screen here through these teasers on Twitter, or X, I guess they call it. But this character is going to be a mage because they're rotating through the classes, and she's also going to look very interesting, as you'll see, like most characters in this game do. But she's also going to be extremely good in the Elemental Echo team. Pretty much mandatory in the late game team, I'd say. And I think some people kind of undersell her value, but she does so much damage, and she actually is going to be used in place of Ifrit, because Ifrit is mostly for that blue Arcane Wisdom team, especially in the late game. Even though she works in the Elemental Echo team in the early game, you will want to swap her out. So it's actually the perfect combination. So if you guys are trying to play that Elemental Echo team, you have a Zagreus banner here, right? You have the Vermillion banner here, and you can even slot in Vivian into that team, although you'll probably swap her out later on. But right now there is a lot of incentive to, I guess, pull for these characters if you want to build that Elemental Echo team. Now, I will say the Elemental Echo team is very expensive to build. You actually need a ton of SSRXs, including the new one that just came out, if I can actually find her, which is going to be Venus, which is over here. If you guys are aware of this, then yes, you can go for the banner as well, but I'd say you have to know if you're playing that Elemental Echo team, it is going to require a lot of SSRXs comparatively to other teams, or most of the other teams. So be prepared to, you know, have a lot of summons ready for the SSRXs, and I guess a simpler way to say it would be to swipe. So let's actually look at what she actually does. So these are her skills. This is on the DT Wiki. You can see this is Vermillion Bird. If you guys want to see the skins and the affection gift artworks, you can see it here on the bottom left. We're going to go through it very quickly so I don't get demonetized, right? But I like this one. The affection gift looks pretty cool. Very kind of like chill, I'd say. But she is one of the 4 saints. Now, the DT Wiki doesn't have her as like in a team comp for some reason. I don't even think she's on a tier list. But this character, after, you know, speaking with some people that play the Elemental Echo team, they say that she is pretty much required, especially in the late game once more characters release that are used in that red team, such as like Morgana, for example. And she's going to be an extremely good damage dealer. So she basically works where she's applying stacks of Sunfire, and the Sunfire is going to boost her damage, and it is going to just make her hit very hard, especially in AoE situations, right? Her Overdrive, it's a fire tornado, does a ton of damage, right? That's all you need to know. It inflicts Ignite. There's also going to be other stuff that can proc from Illusion Veil, but you're not going to really use her in that Illusion Veil team. She's mostly for the red team, right? I guess you could use her in the Illusion Veil team, but most people use her in the red team, and she's basically an AoE damage dealer. Now, she does have this special skill where if she takes fatal damage and has full energy, she becomes immune to damage for 2 seconds and will transform into an egg form, so like a phoenix, right? And then she'll regenerate her health, and basically what ends up happening is she does 1,200% damage to all enemies. So that is insanely strong. This is a really powerful skill, obviously, this passive. She does revive, and she does a ton of damage, so really powerful. And if you get her divine skill, well, she has full energy at the start of battle, so yes, she doesn't need to build up energy. But you'll see when she does build up energy, she does get a lot of extra effects, where she can even use her own HP to deal extra damage, right? 1,280%, a lot. But if you get her divine skill, if you go hard on her banner, then she becomes one of the most insane damage dealers in the red team for sure. So definitely a character you want to go for if you are playing that red team. She's going to be very strong. And I think definitely for sure, if you do plan to play that team, you want to use her as that damage dealer slot. Now, I don't really think they have her on this website in a tier list here, so let's actually go to the tier lists. Maybe they did update it, but she is not placed anywhere. You can see Vermillion here in that team. You can see Morgana, which is coming out later. Vermilion Bird is in the S tier. Okay, so they did actually place her, but I think she honestly in that red team is pretty much required, so that is something you want to keep in mind. Some example team comps. Of course, some of these characters aren't out yet, but I guess 4 of them are right now. And you can see in the middle row that we have Zagreus, we have Vermilion Bird, and we have Vermilion, the 3 banners, which are kind of currently running, which is funny. And we just had Venus, right? And of course, we do have to wait for these other 2 characters in Morgana and Thor to come out. But this is like an example team we're looking at on Hideout Guides. There is another team here with Athena in the front. You can also use with Poseidon. Honestly, you could slot in Poseidon instead of Morgana as well until she comes out, or just like in general, but there's a lot of different variations you can use for the Elemental Echo team. Some of them don't actually use Vermilion Bird at all, so you don't really need to use her, but I would say that the variant with her is going to be a lot stronger. Now, do you have to go for her if you guys are free to play low spenders, especially because I think most of you guys watching are? Is she worth going for? I'm going to say if you want to play the red team into the late game, yes, for sure. If not, then probably not. But it is an expensive team, so that is something you have to keep in mind. But definitely a good character, especially in this red team. Now, for me personally, I'm going to skip. I don't play the red team, but I do think there are just better characters to come, especially Talos. This is the character that I'm waiting for forever. She looks really strong. She's going to be good in both the green team and also the blue team, which is what I'm going to be probably shifting towards. I already play the Arcane Wisdom team and the Otherworldly team, but I might switch to the Wild Spirit. We might see to utilize Athena a bit more. But this character looks to be really good, right? She uses a lot of orbs and stuff like that, and basically she's just going to do AoE damage. And I know it looks very complicated, but she can reduce the cooldown of some of her skills, which is very good. And she's going to be a very powerful DPS as well. So hopefully I can get her when she does release. When she will release, we'll have to see. But even on this website, you'll see that there are a ton of other characters that we are still waiting for, including SSR-X's, right? Some key ones that do need to come out. I think a lot of people are also waiting for Loki, which is one that I really want to wait for in terms of X's, because she's used in the Otherworldly Return, and she's very good as well. But this is another character. Honestly, I can't wait to see some... I can't wait to see some more characters released in the global, because right now, I don't want to say it's releasing a bit slow, but when you look at the pool of characters, there are so many that still need to come out. I guess we're not too far behind, and I guess it's good that they don't release it all at once. But there are some cool characters that are supposed to come out pretty soon, which I cannot actually say, unfortunately. But just let me know down below what you guys think about, Vermilion Bird. I think she looks pretty cool. Her artwork looks pretty good, and her kit looks pretty amazing for the red team. But I think, like I said, you really want to make sure you're playing that red team. I guess if you're a skin collector like myself, then maybe you want to go for the skin. But let me know what you guys think about her down below, and I'll see you guys next video.